We have two polynomials which we are supposed to add. Before adding, we have to keep few things in mind. Before starting the addition operation, you have to arrange each polynomial in decreasing order of their powers. Okay, this is the first step, and the second step is you have to bring all the like terms together, and then the third step will be you have to add the like terms. Okay, the steps of addition of polynomials are: you have to first arrange the polynomials in the decreasing order of their powers. Second step is you have to bring all the like terms together, and third step will be you have to add all the like terms. Suppose the polynomials given for addition are 8y plus 4y square minus 12 and 5 plus 3y cube minus 13y. So we have arranged the polynomial in decreasing order of their powers. Here the variable has power 2. Here variable has power 1. Variable is not present. That time we can write it as y raised to the power 0. Okay. Here the power is 1. Here the power is 2. Here the power is 0. You have to first arrange it in the decreasing order of their powers. So y square will come first, and then the term with y raised to the power 1 will come, and then the term with y raised to the power 0 will come. So we will rewrite this expression 8y plus 4y square minus 12 with decreasing order of their powers as 4y square plus 8y minus 12. Similarly, the second expression 5 plus 3y cube minus 13y can be rearranged with decreasing order of their powers as 3y cube minus 13y plus 5. If we have no sign before any term, then we will consider it as plus. Okay, now let us bring all the like terms together. Here 4y square is there, but we do not have any y square term in the second polynomial, so we will write 4y square on top, and we will keep the space here as blank, or you can also write it as plus 0. Then 8y, below 8y we will write the y term of the second polynomial, and then constant term of the first polynomial is there. Below that you will write the constant term of the second polynomial. In the second polynomial we have a term with y raised to the power 3. Okay, in the first polynomial we do not have the term with y raised to the power 3, so we will write it before y raised to the power 2. Okay, and the space above that term will be kept as blank, or you can also write it as plus 0. Now we will add all the like terms together. We do not have y cube term in the first polynomial, so this becomes 3y cube plus 0, which is equal to 3y cube. Now going to the next term, 4y square, but we do not have any y square term in the second polynomial, so we will consider it as 0. 4y square plus 0 is 4y square. Now in the first polynomial we have 8y, in the second polynomial we have minus 13y. Plus minus is minus, 8 minus 13 is minus 5. So 8y minus 13y becomes minus 5y. Next, moving on to the constant term. In the first polynomial we have minus 12. In the second polynomial we have 5. Minus 12 plus 5, minus plus is minus. So 12 minus 5 is 7, and among 12 and 5, 12 is the greater number, and the sign of 12 is negative, so we will put as minus 7. So the addition of polynomial will give you result 3y cube plus 4y square minus 5y minus 7. Let's consider one more example. Suppose we want to add the two given polynomials horizontally. Okay, the one which we have seen earlier was vertical addition of polynomials. Now we will see the addition of polynomials done horizontally. Here we have two polynomials, 6a cube plus 12a square minus 15a and 4a square minus 12a plus 8. Here we have to add the two polynomials horizontally. In this method also we will follow the same steps of addition of polynomials. That means the steps are, in the first step we will first arrange the polynomial with the decreasing order of their powers. Second step will be you have to bring all the like terms together. Third step will be you will add all the like terms. If you observe, both the polynomials are already arranged in their decreasing order of their power. Okay, you have a raised to the power 3, a raised to the power 2, a raised to the power 1, 3, 2, 1. They are already arranged in the decreasing order. In the second polynomial also, a has the exponent 2, a raised to the power 1, a raised to the power 0, 2, 1, 0. They are already arranged in their decreasing order. So we will move on to the second step, that is you have to bring all the like terms together. In the horizontal addition we will write all the like terms together. 6a cube, we do not have any a cube term in the second polynomial. Our next term is of a square, 12a square. In the first polynomial we have 12a square, in the second polynomial we have plus 4a square. So we will write both the like terms together, 12a square plus 4a square. Then moving on to the next term, we have minus 15a. Okay, minus 15a in the first polynomial and minus 12a in the second polynomial. We will write minus 15a and minus 12a together. And then we do not have any constant term in the first polynomial and we have 8 in the second polynomial. So we will write only plus 8. Next step, that is you have to add all the like terms together. 6a cube, we have only 6a cube. No a cube term in the second polynomial, so we will write it as it is. 6a cube will be written as 6a cube only, plus 12a square plus 4a square, both are a square term. We will add the like terms. 12 plus 4 is 16, 16a square. Okay, so 12a square plus 4a square will be written as 16a square. Then minus 15a minus 12a, minus 15 minus 12 is minus 27. So the a term of both the polynomial addition will be written as minus 27a and the constant term plus 8. So the addition of these two polynomials will give you the sum as 6a cube plus 16a square minus 27a plus 8. So while performing addition on any two or more given polynomials, you have to follow 3 steps. The first step is you have to arrange each polynomial in the decreasing order of their exponent or powers. Second step will be you have to bring the like terms together. In case of vertical addition, you will write all the like terms one below the other. In case of horizontal addition, you will write the like terms together. You can also use brackets to avoid the mistakes during addition of polynomials or the terms which involves a plus or minus sign or different sign. Then the third step is you have to add all the like terms together. Okay, in this way you will get the required sum.